Good evening, football fans. Welcome to my Week 12 predictions video. And Week 11 was a little bit better than Week 10 because, yeah, I think Week 10 was the upset week. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it. Week 11 was great. The Bills crushed the Dolphins. Actually, they swept the Dolphins. This was the second time we played them this year, and we actually played a lot better. And if not, it was Josh Allen's best game so far. Now, statistic-wise, yeah, he's putting up the numbers. Not as good as Lamar Jackson, but a lot of people. By the way, Josh Allen did win the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Again, people are debating, oh, hey, it should have been Lamar Jackson, but look at the stats. All right, that's all I got to say. But we're gonna wait until Buffalo plays Baltimore coming up soon. I believe it's 2 weeks away. I believe because next Thursday the Bills play on Thanksgiving against Dallas, and then I think it's the Bills versus Ravens, if I'm not mistaken. It might be, unless it's New England. No, I think it is the Ravens after Thanksgiving. I don't know. We'll see. But let's talk about week number 12. The Bills are back home, and I am going to this game as well. I didn't think I was going to go to this game, but I decided, what the hell. They're playing at Dallas next Thursday, and then if they do play the Ravens and the Ravens keep playing as good as they've been, then I don't know. This could go 50-50. And a lot of people are obviously going to pick Baltimore to win if they, keep going undefeated and win these next 2 weeks and don't show any signs of weaknesses. And Lamar Jackson keeps playing like Lamar Jackson's been playing. So we'll see about that. So who do the Bills play this week? The Denver Broncos. Okay, so before we get to the Bills and Broncos tonight, it is Thursday, which means we got Thursday Night Football. So who's playing on Thursday Night Football? The Indianapolis Colts against the Houston Texans. I am going to pick the Houston Texans. I say they rebound against a division rival after they got blown out by the Ravens. I can't believe that. Deshaun Watson, jeez, what happened in that game? So I'm going to go with the Texans getting revenge over the Colts. Now we got the Broncos and the Bills. Denver had a 20-0 lead over the Minnesota Vikings last week and then blew it, ultimately losing 23-27. And I don't know. Denver just lost it in the second half. So, Denver's a 3-7 team, and they don't have an actual good quarterback. I mean, Brandon Allen, he's a backup quarterback who's just filling in until Denver decides who their next quarterback is going to be for next season. So, with that being said, and how Buffalo's been playing phenomenal the past week, I mean, they shouldn't have lost to Cleveland, and they destroyed Miami. This is in Buffalo, and I say we get to 8-3 going into the Thanksgiving game against Denver, or Dallas. So, go Bills. Next up, we got the New York Giants versus the Chicago Bears. I believe the Chicago Bears are wearing their 1960 helmet with the white logo, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's pretty cool, and the Giants, yeah, I think the Giants are pretty much done this year. So I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. And then we got the Miami Dolphins against the Cleveland Browns. I don't know. I dislike Cleveland more and more after what happened with Myles Garrett and that whole incident. Oh my God, that was such an ugly, ugly show of sportsmanship. And just Myles Garrett almost, he could have killed Mason Rudolph when he hit him in the head with the helmet, but Jesus. I'm going to have to pick Cleveland over Miami, but, I'm actually going to root for Miami in this game. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are 0-10. Would you ever have believed that the Bengals would go 0-10 this year? Not at all. I thought the Bengals at best could go 8-8, but I guess not. They're that bad. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking out the Bengals. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to say the New Orleans Saints. Another division, the NFC South looks like they're going back-to-back at it. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to say, because I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. They've been looking good the past 2 weeks. So I'm going to pick the Falcons over the Buccaneers. Next, we got the Oakland Raiders against the New York Jets. I'm going to go with the Oakland Raiders. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. Philadelphia should have beat New England, but that's just Philadelphia for you. They lost, 17-10. Oh, yeah. These games, man, there's certain teams that should beat these teams but end up losing by 2 points. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't happen. I mean, if you know a team's going to come back and have a game-winning drive, they should win that game. They shouldn't lose it. Detroit versus Washington. I'm going to go with Detroit. Jacksonville versus Tennessee. I'm going to say Jacksonville. I'm telling you, Nick Foles is going to be upset now after that game against the Colts last week. He's pissed, so he's going to take out the Titans. Then we got Dallas versus New England. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna pick Dallas. I'm going to pick Dallas over New England. I think just because the Patriots' offense isn't what the Patriots' offense was supposed to be. Their defense, of course, is the one that's carrying the team, and there's probably, 2 or 3 throws that Brady threw last week that should have been interceptions, but were just blocked or dropped. I don't know who number 31 is for the Eagles. I forgot who, but I remember seeing his number pop up, and he was making great plays over Brady and like almost picked off like all of his passes. So that's just that. I'm gonna go with Dallas. We'll see what happens. Also, I heard New England's going to be wearing their throwback jerseys for this game. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen anything, but that'll be interesting to see which version, because I heard it might be the 90s powdered blue jerseys. Then we got the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. Oh boy, game of the week right here. I'm going to have to say the Green Bay Packers take out San Fran. Then we got the Baltimore Ravens against the Los Angeles Rams. Of course, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. And that is week 12. We have the Minnesota Vikings, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Kansas City Chiefs all on a bye week. That's week 12. Let's see what happens. Can't wait to go to this Bills and Broncos game.